Day 55, verses 21 to 24, Leading by Example. Namaste and welcome to Gita 360. Yesterday, we reflected on acting with sincerity. Today, the Gita reminds us that our actions never belong only to us. Through our choices, our conduct, and the standards we set, we become examples, whether we realize it or not. Whatever actions great persons perform, common people follow. Whatever standards they set, all the world pursues. Human beings learn more through observation than through words. People may not always listen to what we say, but they absorb how we live. The way a person lives, how they speak, how they respond under pressure, how they treat others, how they carry success or failure becomes a silent lesson for those watching. This influence is not limited to leaders, teachers, or public figures. Parents shape children by the values they embody at home. Friends influence one another through the standards they accept and the choices they normalize. Even a stranger's kindness can leave a lasting impression. Every life becomes an example to another life. The question is never whether we are influencing others. The question is what we are quietly teaching through the way we live. There is no duty for me to do in all the three worlds, O Parth, nor do I have anything to gain or attain. Yet, I am carrying out my duties. For if I did not carefully perform the prescribed duties, O Parth, all men would follow my path in all respects. Krishna reveals something profound in these two verses. He has nothing left to gain, nothing left to achieve, and nothing incomplete within himself. Yet, he continues to act. This tells us that action is not always driven by personal need or ambition. Sometimes action flows from responsibility. Sometimes it flows from care for the larger order of life. When a person of wisdom, strength, or influence remains engaged in what is right, they uphold truth. Their presence becomes guidance. Their conduct becomes reassurance. Their example becomes direction. Through simply living rightly, they inspire others to do the same. And when they stop doing what's right, they motivate others to take shortcuts, disobey rules of the world, and do what's wrong. That's the responsibility they carry to lead by example. If I ceased to perform prescribed actions, all these worlds would perish. I would be responsible for the pandemonium that would prevail and would therefore destroy the peace of the human race. This world is held together by people who continue to show up for what is right, parents who care even when exhausted, teachers who remain committed, leaders who choose integrity over convenience, and ordinary people who quietly keep doing their duty with sincerity. Their steady presence creates trust, order, and balance in the world. When responsibility is abandoned by those capable of carrying it, confusion begins to spread. Values weaken. Self-interest grows louder. People lose examples worth following. Chaos reigns supreme, and this rarely arrives all at once. It enters slowly and steadily when people stop caring about how they live and what they stand for. We often think influence belongs only to celebrities and influencers or those in positions of authority. But influence lives in ordinary lives too. Children are shaped by what they see at home. Teams are shaped by how leaders behave under pressure. Families remember who remained steady in difficult times. Friends absorb each other's habits, attitudes, and values more than they realize. And life is always speaking, even when we are silent, not through grand declarations, but through repeated everyday choices that reveal who we are. The patience we show, the honesty we hold on to, the respect we give, the compassion we extend, and the dignity with which we carry ourselves quietly become part of the world around us. The example we set today may become strength, guidance, or healing in someone's life tomorrow. Thought of the day. Pause for a moment and ask yourself, what am I quietly teaching others through the way I live? Thank you for joining me on Geeta 360. May your life become a quiet example of goodness, and may the way you live bring strength, wisdom, and light into hearts you may never even know you touched.